This segment brought to you by Heinen Brothers Ag, farmers helping farmers by offering quality aerial and ground application, fertilizer, ag chemicals, and anhydrous ammonia. Call today to protect your crop yield.
Thanks for staying with us. Now we'll catch up with Duane as he interviews John Butler and Jerry Bohn.
Duane Toews joining you on AGam in Kansas while at the Kansas Livestock Association annual meeting, convention, and trade show in Wichita. A chance to catch up and talk about the beef industry long-range plan. Joining us today, John Butler, with Chief Executive Officer of the Beef Marketing Group. To my left and on my right, Jerry Bohn, General Manager of Pratt Feeders. Gentlemen, certainly we think about the beef industry and the opportunities to move this industry forward. A lot of thought and foresight that goes into that, a lot of work on behalf of each of you and others within the industry. John, can you give us a little broad background about the long-range plan and what the intent is to be?
Well, essentially, the industry asked a group of industry stakeholders, Jerry and I being two of them, to come together and design sort of a directional map, if you will, for the next 5 years. So 2016 through 2020. So we came together, I believe there were 16 of us, and we represent every segment in the beef value chain. So everything from a seed stock producer to commercial cow-calf to a feeder to packer to retailer, dairy. We had all of those segments represented, and really what we came together to do was, and what we were charged with was to understand all the trends in the industry, and try to get a really good understanding of the challenges that are out there, and then design a direction, specific strategies, if you will, to best address each of those challenges with the limited resources that we've got.
When we think about doing that, obviously it has to be something that's elastic, if you will. We have things that crop up from time to time within the industry, but making sure that we have our benchwork laid before us is pretty important.
No doubt about it. And we hope that this plan, and we think that this plan going forward will give the industry a framework by which we can work toward growing beef demand. And our strategic objective here for all of this is that we will grow the wholesale beef demand index by 2% per year over the next 5 years. It's an aggressive strategy. We knew that when we put it in here, but we felt like it would give the industry hopefully an achievable goal that in the end all beef industry participants could benefit from.
John, from my perspective, it looks like we've kind of broke it out into 4 segments then. When we start to looking at the nuts and bolts of it, driving growth in beef exports, one of those.
Mm-hmm. And we did. We actually had many more, and we had to go through the exercise of sifting down to 4. But beef exports was not only one of them; it's the top one. It's the most important. All the other 3 are very important too. But the reason that driving beef exports is so critical is because of the opportunity that exists. As we look at the global community and the economics associated with that, we're seeing an Asian consumer. China and other ASEAN countries are getting more stable from an economic standpoint. So one of the things that they can do with that enhanced economic position is to buy better protein, and we fit right into that category.
We'll be back with more on AGam in Kansas from the Kansas Livestock Association Annual Convention and Trade Show in Wichita. Jamie will be sending it back to you for more from Wichita after this.
Don't go away. After the break, Duane is back with John Butler and Jerry Bohn for more from the KLA annual meeting.
I'm a patient of Kansas Regenerative Medicine in Manhattan. I had stem cell therapy in my hips and my left knee. My wife and I both are patients. We went down there the same day in November. Since then, my hips are feeling a lot better. I can work now most of the day if I want to. And before, if I worked in the morning, I was done in the afternoon, or if I worked in the afternoon, I was sure enough done for the rest of the day.